Wait, set, flag, 20, check it, reload. Go Bandit.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's third down.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Devin McCourty brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Squeeze, double. Alert 3.
Second down, Haskins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wait, 20. 53, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get a second.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick some.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Thompson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 52. Hustle, hustle. Put up.
Now Haskins, third and long. It's brought in by Dodson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Switch it. Check out.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now Haskins on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that. But the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down, Peterson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
The Patriots take over.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch 50. Check. 53.
Now Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Silver. Mike 50.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now to the left here to Reed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still in attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. On marker down, he does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Brings up second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On second down, here's Haskins. And Davis with it left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins back to the air. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. It's no good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
They'll start the drive with a give to White, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost to defense?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Brady to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. It's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You got 3 down. 25 seconds. Check 25. You go tight.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Travel. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Brady now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Slant route caught by Edelman. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right here. Check 26, check 26.
Brady going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. The 3rd down run gets him nothing.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the curl. Let's go.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. They run. Peterson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mark 50. Watch the run. They're running it.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Come on, the ball.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Edelman set to return. Look at the spin. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Kill. Turn it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Mike's 50. You're right. Hey, Mike's 50. You ain't wrong.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run on 1st down. Peterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Exit. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. Hey, check. Mike 50. Time to go, night. Hey.
2nd down, Haskins. And on the left left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Throwing on third and long. Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run again with Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Geis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From midfield, here's Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Brady to throw. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Redskins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.